Hi students, welcome to Shri Damodar Raghoji Memorial School online classes. So, this is for class 7th standard, subject is science. Students, in last video we are discussing about the topic that is respiration in organisms. Yes, so today we will continue the lesson that is respiration in organism. Okay, so this is part 2. Okay, so let us continue the lesson. Okay students, in last video we have discussed that what the breathing process in human organism. Okay, how the process of inhalation and exhalation. Yes, so what is mean by breathing? Breathing, which is nothing but the breakdown of oxygen. Yes, so the process of breathing involves taking in oxygen rich air and giving out carbon dioxide rich air. So this entire process that occur because of the action of various organs of the respiratory system. Okay, so here student, what is mean by a breathing? Breathing, which is nothing but inhalation and exhalation, and the process of respiration means the breakdown of glucose, okay, and producing energy with the help of oxygen. So in this again we will see that two types, that is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Yes, what aerobic respiration means, it occurs in the presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration, it occurs in the absence of oxygen. Yes, so today we will discuss about the breathing in other animals. Okay, the process of breathing in other organisms, okay, like other animals. Okay, till now we have discussed about the process of breathing in human being. Okay, today in this class we will discuss about the process of breathing in other animals. Okay, so students, animals such as elephant, lion, cow, goat, frog, lizard, snake, birds have lungs in their chest cavities like the human being. So how do other organisms breathe? Do they also have lungs like those human beings? Let us find out. Okay, so first we will see that is respiration in amoeba. Okay, so amoeba is a type of a microorganism that we cannot see through our naked eyes. Okay, this amoeba can be seen under the microscope only. So what is the process of respiration in amoeba? And amoeba is a unicellular organism, means amoeba which is made up of only a single cell. Okay, the all process to be takes place only in a single cell. So how amoeba respire? Amoeba respire by the process of diffusion through its body surface. Okay, so amoeba respire through its body surface. Okay, what about the respiration in land animals? Organisms, as I told you that these such organisms, that is they have a lungs, and through that lungs they breathe. Okay, so how do organisms such as cockroaches, earthworm breathe? So do they have a breathing organ like that in human being, or do they have other structure for breathing? Okay, so firstly we'll discuss about that is the respiration process in cockroach. Okay, so a cockroach has a small opening on the lateral sides of its body. Okay, it has a small, that is opening on the lateral sides of its body, and these openings that we are called what? That we are called spiracles. Okay, through that openings the cockroaches breathe. Okay, yes, so the cockroaches have a small opening on the lateral sides of this is what? Lateral sides of a openings, that through that opening they will breathe. Okay, that openings that we are called spiracles. So the oxygen rich air enters its body through the spiracles, The spiracles are connected to a network tube that we are called tracheae. Okay, so like we have a connected by a tube, likewise cockroaches also connected by these spiracles are connected by a network of a tube that we are called tracheae, and which are present all over its body. Okay, and the oxygen then enters the tracheae from where it diffuses into the cells of the body. However, the movement of the carbon dioxide follows the nervous path, wherein the carbon dioxide in the cells of the body first enter the trachea and then leaves the body through the spiracles. So, blood of cockroaches. See here what happens. The blood of a cockroach known as that is hemolymph is involved in exchange or gases between the cells. Okay. So here what students, the blood of cockroaches known as hemolymph. What is we called, that is hemolymph. So which is involved in the exchange of gases between the cell. Okay. So next in the earthworm, how the respiration process takes place in a earthworm. So the respiration which occurs through the surface of the skin. The skin of the earthworm is moist and slimy, and gases which are directly diffused into its tissues through the skin. Students, just recall from chapter 9 of class 6th that earthworm breathe through their skins. Yes. So the skin of an earthworm feels moist and slimy on touching. Yes. So gases can easily pass through them. Though frogs have a pair of lungs like human beings, they can also breathe through their skin. Okay. So which is moist and slippery. So students, here what you understood, that the earthworm and frogs are there, no? They respire through their skin. Earthworm and another one animal, that is what? Frog. They both respire through the skin. Yes. So both animals, that is these animals which respire through their skin. So the gases which directly diffuses into the tissues through the skin. Okay. Students, how breathing under the water? The process of breathing, as you know that many of the animals which we can see in a water, yes, the water animals, how they can breathe. Yes, so can we breathe and survive in water? There are many organisms which live in water, and how do they breathe under the water? So students, you have studied in class 6th that gills in fish help them to use oxygen dissolve in water. Yes. So you have studied in class 6 that the gills in the fish help them to use oxygen dissolved in a water. So gills are what? Here projection of the skin. So you may wonder how gills helps in breathing. Gills are well supplied with the blood vessels for exchange of gases. Yes. So this is one of the process of taking under the water. Okay. So students, now the question arises that do plants also respire? Yes. So like other living organisms, plants also respire for their survival, as you have learnt in class 6th. Yes. They also take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. Yes. In the cells, oxygen is used to break down glucose into carbon dioxide and water as in other organisms. Yes. So students, just like all other organisms, plants too respire. Yes, they respire through the tiny pores on the surface of the leaves that we are called what? Stomata. Yes, oxygen enters the plant while carbon dioxide leaves the plant through these pores. Okay. So the roots of plants also respire. So they do so by taking in oxygen from the air spaces present in the soil by the process of diffusion. So here diffusion means what? The transfer of the gases from higher concentration to the lower concentration. Okay, so oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide moves out with the help of a diffusion only. This type of a gaseous exchange takes place in the younger roots only and not in the older roots. So in the older roots, the exchange of gases occurs by the lenticles. The lenticles are thin-walled, loosely arranged cells with the intercellular spaces present for the gaseous exchange. Students, the part of oxygen that is produced by the plant in photosynthesis is utilized by the plant for breathing, and rest of the oxygen is given out by plants through stomata that we use for breathing. Okay. So this is about your lesson. Okay, so students, till now what you will studied in this topic, that is respiration in organisms. So you have studied about how animal, that is how human being respire. So what is the meaning of respiration, and the types of respiration that we can see in two types, that is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, so afterwards what you discussed and the process of respiration in human being, and again what we discussed in this class today, the respiration process in other animals. So what other which animal, by which animals respiration that we have discussed today, that is earthworm, cockroach, yes. So and the fish, that is water animals. So these are about these animals that we have discussed today. So this is your lesson about the respiration in organisms. So let us recall the summary points in this lesson. Okay, so student, what you have learnt in this class? So respiration is essential for survival of living organisms, and it releases energy from the food. Okay, and the oxygen that we inhale is used to break down glucose into carbon dioxide and water. So energy is released in the process. So the breakdown of glucose occurs in the cells of an organisms. So this process of glucose that is takes place in the cells, which is made, that is through that cells the organism is made. Okay, if the food is broken down with the use of oxygen, it is called as aerobic respiration. If the breakdown occurs without the use of oxygen, the respiration is called as what? Anaerobic respiration. So what happens during heavy exercise when the supply of oxygen to our muscle cells is insufficient? Yes, the food breakdowns is by anaerobic respiration. So the breathing is a part of the process of respiration, during which an organism takes in the oxygen rich air and gives out air rich in carbon dioxide. So the respiratory organs for the exchange of gases vary in different organisms. During the process of inhalation, our lungs expand and then come back to the original states as in the air moves out during the exhalation. And next is increased physical activity enhance the rate of breathing. In animals like cow, buffalo, dog and cat, the respiratory organs and the process of breathing are similar to those in the humans. So in earthworm, the exchange of gases occurs through the moist skin, and in fishes it takes place through the gills, and in insect through the tracheae. So in a plant, the roots take in air present in the soil, and the leaves have tiny pores called stomata through which they exchange gases. The breakdown of glucose in the plant cell is similar to that in other living beings. Okay, so students, this is your the process of respiration in organisms, the lesson complete. Okay. If you have any doubt related to this, text me. Okay. Thank you.